Hello and welcome to this video for Essential Math 40S students. This is the law of cosines. Again, if you're not in Essential 40S, this might still help you if you're looking at law of cosines, but we're going to specifically target those students in Essential 40S. You can see on the slide here the formula that you'll be given on your formula sheet for law of cosines. There is another formula we're going to use. It comes from this same formula. It's just resolved for cos A for questions where you have a missing angle. When we get to that example on the slides, I'll show you the new formula and warn you that that should go on your cheat sheet because this is the only version of the formula you get on your formula sheet. Labeling is the same as law of sines. Angles are labeled with big letters, sides are labeled with little letters, and the little letter is opposite the triangle from the big letter. So small a is opposite big A and so forth. Okay, let's get started with an example. Find the length of the missing side. The first thing you want to do is check if this is a sine law question. To have a sine law question, you need to have partners, meaning an angle given and the side opposite that angle given. We don't have that in this triangle, so this is a cosine law problem. So the formula is a squared plus b, got it wrong. Let me try that again for you. Formula is a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos big A. So when you're labeling the sides of this, start with the angle you're given here and call that big A. That makes the side you're looking for little a, which is important because you want that to be your unknown. The other two sides are going to be small b and small c, and it makes no difference which one is small b and which one's small c, but I'm still going to label them to keep things straight. So now using this formula, a is x, so I get x squared equals b squared, so that's 49 squared, plus c squared, which is 60 squared, minus 2 times 49, and I'm just showing times with brackets, times 60 times cos of angle big A, which is 94 degrees. Now what I want to do is I want to type this whole thing into my calculator at once. And again, your calculators are going to differ a little bit, especially at the end here with cos 94. If you're a non-DAL calculator person, you're not going to type in cos 94, you're going to type in 94 cos. If you're not sure what type of calculator you have, DAL or non-DAL, you can ask your teacher or ask somebody in the resource room to help you. There's even a video on this site to help you with that we'll link to below. And I'm just making a note to that for myself. Okay, so you want to try typing this whole right-hand side in at once into your calculator. You can do it piece by piece if you want to, but your calculator can handle these longer calculations. Just make sure you're pressing times between the 2 and the 49 and the 49 and the 60 to make sure your calculator knows that that's multiply. Make sure your calculator is in degree mode. And what you should get when you type all that in is 6,411 point, I get 168066. I'm sure it goes on from there. You don't even necessarily have to write this step that I'm circling here, but keep this number in your calculator, and your last step is to get rid of the squared on the x. So you want to square root both sides. So you square root that answer on your calculator, and what you should end up getting is, to 2 decimal places, I get 80.07. And again, because it's a side, it gets the same unit as the other side, so in this case it would be centimeters. Okay. If you can't get to that answer, ask somebody for help with your calculator just to see how to type all this in. Okay. In example 2, we want to find the size of this missing angle. Okay. And we're given the 3 sides of the triangle. This again is not a sine law problem because we don't have any partners, which is an angle on the opposite side. So we go to cosine law. When you're using cosine law to find an angle, call the angle you want to find big A, and I'll tell you why in a second. That makes this side small a, and then label the other two sides B and C, whichever order you want. This is where you have to watch out, because this is where we use the manipulated form of that same formula from example 1. Cos A is equal to A squared, I'm sorry, I did it again. Cos A is equal to B squared plus C squared minus A squared divided by 2 times B times C. This formula is not given on your exam formula sheet, so you're going to want to put that on your cheat sheet so that you don't forget and screw up like I just did writing it down. Okay, so let's fill it in for this question. Cos big A, so cos theta, because we don't know what big A is 49 squared plus 102, plus C squared is 120 squared minus 102 squared divided by 2 times B, which is 49, times C, which is 120. So I'm going to get cos theta equals, and when you're typing this into your calculator, if you want to do it all at once, as with any fraction, put the top and the bottom in brackets just to be safe. So you get 49 squared plus 120 squared minus 102 squared divided by, in brackets, 2 times 49 times 120. And what I get from that calculation is, what I get from that calculation is 0.543962,585. And we want to do second cos of this number, second or shift or whatever you press to get to the inverse cos feature on your calculator. Again, if you need the calculator help there, you can talk to the people in the resource room or your teacher. They can help you out. What you should get if you successfully do inverse cos on that number is that theta is equal to, and I'm rounding to 2 decimal places, 57.05 degrees. I hope that helps you with calculating law of cosines. Again, there's only 2 ways we can ask questions like this way or finding the angle this way. So once you look at these 2 examples, they should be good examples to do questions in the future. Thanks for watching.